Hi guys, Mr. Derrick here, and I have a challenge for you while we are out of school for this short time here. So I'll just start by what I've done here. I've created these models here. Each of these are models that I've used just straws and hot glue and glued them to a base just on some cardboard here. And what I'm trying to show you here is different types of building design, something that I studied in school. So here you have a very simple rectangular block-shaped building. You see very simple style here, just goes up. These could be, first floor, second floor, third floor, roof, right? And this is pretty common kind of design. You got your corners on each floor, connecting it up, but it's actually quite weak. When you learn in school about this, you can see it twists and turns. We actually learned a lot about how earthquakes can affect buildings, and you can see, look at how flimsy and back and forth movement this gets. And when an earthquake hits, right, you can get the shaking movement like this, but it also creates something called torsion, which is this twisting motion. And if you can see here, look at how much that twists and how easily it can be moved back and forth. So this is a very common style of building that you'll see all over the world, but in places that are more earthquake prone, like California, Japan, Indonesia, you'll see something more like this. So it's actually about the same amount of material as this was built with, but this one I've added in these corner pieces, right? Each of these corner pieces has been glued in, and it creates a lot more structurally stiff. It still has some movement, right? But you can see not so easily twisted back and forth, which is the movement that an earthquake actually gives, is this twisting motion that's really what's affecting the building. So my challenge for you guys is to build your own model. You can build it out of anything you like. I suggest, though, that you build it onto a kind of base like I have, so you can carry it around. Plan your building step by step out. So what I did is I built the base, I built the second floor, and I built the roof. Then I was piece by piece, so I take the roof, I flipped it, and I built in my corners, let the glue dry, flipped it, build another base, and you can go on like that. But I want you guys to be creative with this. You can build it out of anything you want. You can build it with wood, pieces of metal, use wire, you can use string, you can use nuts and bolts and screw it together. But the challenge is to see who can create the strongest building. And what we'll do is we'll stack weight atop the building like this on top, and maybe we'll use some books or weights, anything we can find, and whoever has the strongest building in the end of the day will receive a prize from me, and I'll keep that a secret for now what that will be. Another tip on building your little models here, these corners, every corner on these buildings, these are the most important part. Building a solid base and each of these corners constructed is the most important part. Whether it's on something like this or something a little more detailed like this, if one corner fails, the whole thing will twist and turn and fall. So corner construction and base construction will be the most important parts of this process. Also, getting it good and level. So I noticed when I was building this one, my first attempt actually was much worse than this one, and it was very twisted and set in the wrong way. So make sure you're getting everything nice and neat and square, and you can build it in any shape you want. You don't have to build squares. You can build it in circles, you can build it in a pyramid, you can build it into triangles shapes, whatever you think will hold the most weight. And maybe do your research. Look up what kind of buildings are in our area or around the world that are built to withstand, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, things like that, because they will be built in a different kind of way. Like this is something that I learned about. It does make it much stronger. This is very basic. You're not gonna win with this one. But see what you guys can do. Maybe use better materials. This is just straws and hot glue. I spent maybe 100,000 dong on all of the things necessary to create both of these. And I don't think this one is gonna win any awards because I think you guys can do much better. So, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or you can directly talk to anybody through STEC. And we'll figure out how we're gonna do the competition, maybe who's going to be involved, but I wanna see who can build the strongest model. So, I'm looking forward to see what you guys come up with, and have a great day.